So much been going on?
No, not really.
Man, I'm like playing more effing like League of Legends,
Yeah.
and like there's just some dude on there who's just like, constantly just being a complete like jerk.
Yeah.
Just like, just every single thing is just like, no, you're screwing up. Stop screwing up. Oh, you're killing me. He's like, just F this game, F all of you, like all this crazy stuff. And he's just like, oh, I just want to surrender and get this over with. And everyone in the chat was just like, hey, let's not surrender, cause screw that guy.
Yeah.
And
Welcome to League of Legends.
Yeah, and we somehow managed to win. So, like, that was a fun experience.
It always feels good when you win despite the one guy, like, we're not gonna win, I hate you people, whatever.
Yeah. Just, like, cursing everyone out, just being the biggest, like,
Yeah, well, if he was cussing everyone out, that's when you report him.
Yeah, I probably should have, honestly.
You can report people at the end of the game. There would be a red exclamation point next to their name.
Yeah. Like, that game's, it's like a weird situation it's kind of created, where it's like, you see all your teammates screwing up and stuff, so people get, like, super upset and, like, weird about it, and then it's become colossal jerks. And, like, after the game's over, it's like the other side's just like, oh, you did awesome, great game, guys. There's, like, it's like your enemies just are, like, the friendliest mother effers ever.
Oh, don't expect that too often.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that's something. But yeah, Digimon. So, jeez, 3 more episodes of the Real World arc. Okay. So, episode 3 was like... Sorry, what?
I didn't say anything.
Alright, sorry, I thought I heard something in the background, like someone's voice or something.
Nope.
Alright, weird. See, like, last time, Yokomon yelled at a kid on the subway, and they ate some fast food, and the random Digimon tried to, like, kill them. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So this time... Yeah, this is some stuff. Like, not much more stuff, but there's some stuff here at least. So straight up, just... No, jeez, no. No, stop, print. Sorry about that. So it's like straight up, just starts off. Apparently Myotismon just has like a bad communication device.
Ah.
Ah, crap. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it says a random, like, bad communication device to talk to Digimon. And he's just like, oh, hey, don't you screw up again, Digimon's just like, yeah, we got this, boss. Yeah, we'll find that 8th child in no time. It's definitely not gonna take another hour and a half.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We got this.
I like that the subduing Digimon's just specifically like, oh yeah, like, Gaumon's minions are kind of crap, aren't they? Because they keep losing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, he's randomly cut to Kari. And she's just at her house, like, her dad's just randomly like, oh yeah, like, grandma just sprained her ankle and it's nothing serious, she'll have to stay in the hospital for a few days to get better, and she's hopping mad that she'll miss her dance lessons. It's like, wait, what? What? Was that like a double pun? What?
Oh, dubbed Digimon.
Like, why? Yeah, Kairi's like dumb cat just knocks her Digivice off this car, yeah. I keep wanting to call her Kairi because of Kingdom Hearts. Like, I'm gonna just like look at the notes, and I've just written Kairi so many times.
It's
It's kind
I'm gonna keep correcting you because you're gonna drive me nuts if you keep calling her Kyrie.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. You need to do that. I need to just get this out of my system.
Okay.
so, so Kyrie's dumb cat just finds the Digivice, and it's just
Kari.
like,
You did it again.
oh
Immediately.
man, immediately. Kyrie's dumb cat knocks the Digivice off the window doing cat things.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like, oh well, I better get that back now. And it just runs out to have its little cat adventure. And it's like, okay. So it's meanwhile, like, just hard cuts to news footage where it's like, oh yeah, Kakumon, Gessamon were like fighting, and like people are noticing this. And they're just like, hey, what's up with this giant squid monster? It's probably nothing special. Anyways, how about that sports game, right?
Okay, so you watch both versions, right?
Yeah.
Is that just a dubism, or do they fully acknowledge it in the sub?
Like, in both versions, there's like, oh yeah, giant monsters attack on the bridge. Like, meanwhile, in sports.
Okay, so it's just supposed to be that's a joke straight from the sub.
I
That they
guess.
just don't care for
Yeah.
some reason.
It's like sports are more important than like, giant monster attacks. I'm like not sure if it's meant to be a joke. I think it's just like weird timing. Just like awkward pacing on their part or something.
Yeah, it's probably just a joke about news or something. Like a news station has different segments, and it's like, oh, well, that's what's going on there, and now sports.
Yeah. So yeah, like, so kids all get home and like, I don't know, I actually kind of like this, This is probably like the best thing they've kind of like done with the like real world stuff so far, I think. Where it's just like, oh hey, like the kids just get to like visit their parents after being away for like months and months. And they're all just like, they've all grown up and changed just like mentally.
Yeah, because it hasn't been months and months in the real world.
Yeah. Like, for their parents, it's just like, oh, they were just gone yesterday and they're already back. And now, like, everyone's acting different. And they're just like, oh man, what could have happened at that campsite? But yeah, like, Izzy says this thing with his mom where, he just says this touching, like, kind of plot line where he's just like, oh yeah, like, my mom adopted me and she's, like, super conscious about it. So I have to, like, I should, like, be nice to her and just, like, be a bit more respectful and stuff.
He's a good kid.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just, like, do the joke thing where it's, like, he's trying to, like, hide Telmon from them and stuff, and, like, they kind of notice he's, like, there's other voices in his room. And his mom's like, oh, I thought I heard you had, like, a friend over or something. Like, who is the other voice? So Izzy's just like, oh yeah, I was just practicing my comedy act, right? And yeah, of course the joke changes.
What is it in the sub?
Like, in the dub, it's something weird about, like, Einstein or whatever. In
you mean, like, the actual joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, in the sub, he's doing, I think it's called, like, a concho act or something is what, like, translated as. But yeah, he's doing like a specific Japanese comedy bit where like, you make jokes with yourself or something. Yeah. And it's like, it's some pun on how like fish sounds like scream or something. Cause it's like the punchline's just like, oh yeah, and everyone just like looks on there. It's like, yeah, that was great for your first time, son. Don't quit your day job, but you're doing great.
It's not concho, by the way.
Right.
Concho is that Japanese thing where they stick their fingers up your butt.
Right. It was something starring with a K. I'm bad with words.
Yeah, it's fine. It's you're thinking of like the comedy act between like the straight man and the jokey guy or whatever.
Yeah, it was something like that, I think. But it was like playing like both parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the W's...
Unless there is a one-man comedy act that I don't know about.
Yeah, I know. But, like, yeah, and the dub, they're just like, oh, I'm just practicing my ventriloquism, and then he does the comedy bit. And it's just like, alright, you know, fair cover. That's a pretty fair cover. Cause it's like, oh, he doesn't have, like, a dummy to do the bit with, so of course he's just, like, going back and forth like that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he just does this goofy little comedy act, and, you know, he's, like, looking up stuff on, like, the computer and just, like, you know, just being like, yeah, I should really, like, you know, care about my parents a bit more. Like, they do so much for us, you know, and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kari's cat, didn't say at that time, is actually, like, just tying kitty adventures in the city, just trying to get the Digivice back. And, like, I kind of wish they went a bit further with this, because it's probably one of the more entertaining things in the episode. Just, like, you know, it's just chase after its, like, scary-eyed other cat, and, you know, it's, like, getting locked in a truck and crap. Just, like, hard cut to, like, Digimon just at a nightclub. Just like, oh, hey, I'll find that kid in no time. And I'm honestly not sure if that's meant to be, like, a Dullman reference or not. Because, like, the big thing in Doubleman is, like, how the main dude gets his powers. Is there's like, oh, hey, we should go demon hunting. And they just go to a nightclub. Because there's like, oh, yeah, there's nothing good at a nightclub. It's, like, a great spot for demons. So, yeah. I wonder if that's, like, intentional or not.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Just, like, a very sort of, like, subtle, like, you know, callback or something. But yeah, so, like, Izzy's just, like, looking at his computer, and it's just all these weird icons. And, like, yeah, first it's just, like, yo, just looks at the first one, it's just like, oh, it's just, like, yo, Numamon, like, Myotismon doing, like, the can. It's like, alright, sure. Goes to someone, it's just like this weird balloon thing, he's just like, oh, this is some weird crap. Like, I paused and looked at, like, the other ones. It's like Can Balloon, Radar, Shogi, some Kochi or whatever the crap, Analyzer, Good, Attention, Pafu.
Huh.
Do you know what Pafu is?
No.
It's like, apparently it's like a thing in Japan where it's like, oh yeah, you stick your face between a pair of boobs and just motorboat them.
Oh, Puff.
Yeah. Like, on the thing it's spelled Pafu.
Wait, this is on Izzy's computer?
Yeah, Jinai put it on there.
Huh.
Like, look at the stream. The icon is literally just like a pair of boobs.
Oh my god.
It's...
Jinai, what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, Jinai? What the heck? I didn't even notice it until, like, the sub, so either, like, the dub fixed it, or, like, yo, it just went by so fast I didn't, like, see it.
This wasn't on the dub?
Huh?
This wasn't on the dub?
I have no idea, I didn't check.
Oh.
But yeah, because, like, Izzy's only on that screen for, like, a second, so it just, like, flies by, you know?
Right. What the heck is the good icon?
I have no idea. It's like a thumbs up, I think.
No, I know it's a thumbs up, but, like, what's in it? What's it do?
It's probably just a Digimon that's just like, hey, good job! And it just, like, you know, goes away, and it's just, like, a weird gif.
Thanks, Jinai.
Very, very, like, essential, like, links here. Well, Radar's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I think he uses the radar, right?
Yeah. Because yeah, it's like the third thing, so he's like, oh, hey, what's this radar? He just clicks it, and it's just like, oh, hey, there's an evil Digimon in the city. It's, like, wrecking crap up. You should stop it. There's just a
Yeah,
little
so
icon of Genai just like going nuts in the corner.
yeah, Izzy gets the ability to track problems.
Yeah, track and identify Digimon. So, like, I just realized, why isn't this thing tracking, like, Gatomon and, like, Myotismon and Devimon and, like, everything else?
Uh,
Why is it just, like, every single one of Myotismon's henchmen that are just, like, running around town at the moment?
maybe it's inaccurate the smaller and stealthier the Digimon is.
Yeah, maybe it's just, like, new Digimon as in, like, they just arrived in, like, the city or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I'm saying is like Devimon and Gatomon would be a small signature compared to like a gigantic Digimon doing bull crap.
Yeah, I guess.
Although
Like,
Gatomon's champion level, so
yeah, and like, cause I know like effing Skull Miramon shows up at some point, and he's like ultimate.
yeah.
So yeah, who knows with that? Yeah, well,
Also, I think the episode list implies that his name is where is it? Yeah. The original Japanese title is Tokyo Tower is Hot, Death Marimon.
yeah, heck yeah,
So apparently it's Death Marimon originally.
it's so much cooler.
Skull
Effing
Marimon's pretty good.
Death Miramon though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, Izzy's just like, hey, we gotta like stop that Digimon. So he just like, just flies out there on Kabuterimon and like he gets the signal for like the eighth child because he like catches the Digivice.
Mm-hmm.
And like meanwhile like Devimon gets the signal for like the eighth child too because of the Digivice. So like they kind of miss what could have been like a really fun bit here. Where like they could have totally had like, Devimon like catch Miko the cat and just be like, oh, this thing must be the eighth child. I want to get information out of it. Like that could have totally been a thing at this point, but they just like they missed the chance. And that's kind of disappointing.
I don't know. Probably just didn't want to make him that stupid.
I know. Like he seems pretty dumb, honestly. Yeah, so as he just like goes off to find the eighth child, is like Kabuterimon just has a sick underwater battle with Raremon, where he has to like get to the surface and just blast him as he comes up and stuff. And like meanwhile, like Devimon like gets to the it's like a bird flies the Digivice away. And then Devimon runs into Izzy, and he just starts throwing, like, syringes at him. Just syringes that were cut in the dub, by the way, because of course.
Of course. Can't have a Digimon throwing needles at a kid.
And then Kabuterimon just shows up, and, Devimon's just like, okay, yeah, time to scram.
Wait, you think they were needles because we see Devimon throwing needles earlier. You think there was an episode aired where he did it and the censors are like, wait a minute?
Wait, what?
Like, we've seen Devimon throw needles before.
Yeah.
Like full on syringes.
Yeah.
Like, do you think an episode aired where they hadn't censored it and then there was like some kind of backlash and that's why it's censored every other time?
Because, like, he only throws the needles, like, once in the dub, and it's to stab Biyomon. And, like, we got him throwing the needles before that, and they, like, censored it. Because he, like, tries to throw them at, like, Paimon, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, like, he tried to throw the needles at, like, Paimon, and it, like, killed the random plant, and Ty's just like, oh, geez, that's rough. And they, like, cut it out, because they're just like, okay, yeah, this is too far. and then, like, they could cut out Biomon's episode because, it's a plot point.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, like, throwing syringes at kids is pretty brutal, to be fair. That's, like, a pretty, like, dangerous way to go,
Yeah, but I mean, he's a villain.
Yeah, oh, of course.
It's not supposed to be seen as a good thing.
Yeah. Like, if Digimon was supposed to be, like, a good guy, then holy crap.
Yeah, they got an allied Digimon throwing needles at his enemies, and it's like,
Yeah, that changes a lot. Gotta throw syringes for justice.
Yeah, and he's gotta use them because it's a signature move.
Yeah, it's his strongest attack. Of course he has to use them. Yeah, this of the episode where he's just throwing syringes at, like, the evil, like Tuskmon or something. And he's just like, oh, I'm not strong enough. I need to be stronger to beat this thing. But I still have to save my friends. And he's just throwing syringes.
Gotta throw bigger needles.
He's like, fighting direct like this isn't like me. If only I was just a bit stronger, I could, like, help out the others. He's like, I have to throw needles to make up for my weakness, but, like, if I just had a bit more, I could take this guy. Just as, like, a full character arc about it. Whereas he has to accept that he's naturally weak and learn to be clever in, like, his champion form to beat them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's at this point that he would probably digivolve then.
Yeah, he just turns into, like, he turns into, like, Devimon. And he's, like, still too weak, but they, like, gets them from behind with, like, the stretchy arm or something.
Yeah.
Just something clever like that, That'd be interesting, honestly. Just, like, doing Devimon just becomes, like, effing Kari's, like, Digimon. And, like, TK just has to deal with the fact that, like, Devimon is just a good guy now. Even though he's just a big liar jerk to them.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Oh, man. But yeah, so... right, yeah, I forgot, I mentioned, like, the effing notes. It's like, apparently the dub, every time they cut back to the parents, just plays this goofy, like, Mickey Mouse Fantasia sounding bullcrap in the background. And it's, super jarring. Because it keeps cutting between, like, the battle music and just, like, It happens, like, a good, like, 2 or 3 times, too.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's very tonally distracting. But yeah, whatever. Commentarymon saves the day, and, like, Izzy just flies off. And, he just comes back home, and he's just, like, walks up, like, he listens on his parents talking about him. And I forget what the heck they say in the dub. 'Cause, like, I think there's, like, oh yeah, I just worry about Izzy or whatever. In the sub, they're just like, I wish Izzy would, like, be more stubborn. 'Cause, like, it doesn't feel right for, like, him to keep all his stuff, like, pent up like that. And the sub's like, yeah, I wish he would get a bit more selfish sometimes, 'cause, I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's interesting. But yeah. So... yeah, that's probably, like, the best of these 3 episodes, honestly, I feel like. Because, it's like the Digivice has, like, a really nice kind of narrative through line, Like, they didn't make any progress, really, towards, like, finding the 8th child. But, like, Izzy kind of had a little bit of an arc, kind of. It was nice to see their parents and stuff, Like, it's probably, like, the best city episodes so far, I feel like.
Let me look at, that's the episode list. Okay, no, maybe not. I was gonna say, it might be doing that thing where everybody gets their own little episode.
Yeah.
But I don't think... I don't think it's doing that.
Nah, it doesn't seem to be doing that at all. Like, this is just, like, Izzy's little time to shine, I feel like.
Yeah,
You know, like, he goes, yeah.
Izzy doesn't get a lot of time for development.
Yeah, like, it's, like, so far it's been, like, 3 episodes or whatever. Something like that. Well, maybe 4. Arguably 4 or something. But yeah, like, every time it's been, like, pretty solid on Izzy's part. Not so great on Mimi's part, but, like, yeah, Izzy's been, like, pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know, he's just this sort of, like, you know, the dependable dude who's just, like, you know, he's not the strongest, but, like,
guy.
yeah, he gets stuff done and he's definitely competent. So, yeah. Like, any final thoughts on that, I guess?
No, not really.
Nah. Alright, episode 32. So, this one... Jeez.
This is the one where Gatomon is trying to kill Kari, right?
Yeah. This is the one where a lot of crazy stuff goes down, sort of. And also nothing goes down.
Ah, good.
Because, like, it just starts off, it's like, oh yeah, it's night now. Myotismon can come out. So he just comes out, and we have this weirdest frick scene. Where, like, Myotismon just, like, appears in this, like, stagecoat in the middle of the night, and, like, spooks a girl with a random bat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just...
Oh, this scene.
He just comes out of the stagecoach, and she starts, like, leaning in like she's gonna make out with him. But, like, Myotismon is just a big, crazy, like, evil Digimon monster.
He's
with,
a vampire.
Like, yeah, he's like a vampire man with, like, a giant mask and, like, weird inhuman features. So, like, it looks super wrong.
Well, like, it's the vampire thing. She's charmed.
I guess, but there's no real indication of it. Like, his pops out and she's just like, oh, hey, let's do it. And he just sort of, like, drains her... Like, keep in mind, this is Japan. This is very odd.
It doesn't matter. He's a vampire. He's got the charm ability.
Like...
This is just inherently built into, like, most fictional vampires.
Yeah, but, like, it'd be cool if, you know, you could see, like, his eyes glowing or something to be like, oh yeah, he charmed her. As opposed to just, like, going straight into it, you know? Just, like, something like he waves his hand or something, right?
I mean, the kids aren't gonna get it anyways, and so, I don't know.
Yeah, kids are gonna be, like, extra confused.
Well, they just know he's a vampire. They don't even care about the reason.
Yeah, Myotismon just, like, drinks her blood, and he just drives off, lands his, like, carriage on, like, a boat, opens the door, like, a second one just falls out. And it's just as hilarious as it sounds. Like...
Myotismon needs blood.
Yeah, he's just like, yo... Yeah, I just need to, like, gather up some blood so I can fight those kids, and, yo, we'll, like, find the 8th child next night. And I guess that's just what Myotismon was up to, I guess. But yeah, so... Jeez, what a weird effing scene out of nowhere.
Yeah, it never happens again.
Yeah.
He drinks the blood of the one lady, and then... That's it.
Like, in the dub he says human blood always tastes better with a dash of fear in it. But there's like, yeah, how'd he know? And they, like, starts trying to make out with her, and it's like, wait, what? Wait, how?
Pretty sure at no point he's ever trying to make out with anybody. He's just trying to drink their blood.
Well, no, but, like, they lean in, though, right? And it's implied, like, oh, they're gonna kiss or something. And they drains the blood. He, like, gets her on the neck, but first they, like, have that moment, you know?
Yeah, that happens in, like, anything where a vampire is, like, charming a human or whatever.
Yeah, but it has that invoke fear, though.
I don't know. Probably the realization when there's two sharp things stabbing into her neck. The charm probably breaks at that point.
I feel like that'd be pretty scary no matter what, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The charm breaks as soon as two sharp teeth stab into your neck.
It's like the vampire charms someone, and they they're ready to bite them, but they're still charmed. Like, how long does that last? Before they're like, oh hey, there's something weird going on.
That's what I'm saying. The sudden pain probably breaks the spell.
But could you just hover an inch away from the neck, and they're sitting there just like, oh okay, is this normal?
They're under a spell. They wouldn't care.
Oh man. Anyways, so Epic Tomon just shows up at Ty's house, and Korumon's back to Agumon now. So there's alright, we need a disguise. And they just dress Agumon up in a hoodie and nothing else. And there's perfect.
I love the stupid disguise of full nobody trope.
The epic
it's like Raphael in a trench coat and a hat.
We put a dinosaur in a hoodie. No one will notice.
Yeah.
Of course.
Have you seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the animated series, and they do the trench coat thing in there too.
Okay, I was gonna say this was specific to the movie, but yeah, when Raphael meets Casey Jones for the first time, he's just walking around in a trench coat and a hat.
So episode 1 of the animated series, they just come out of the sewers hey, let's explore around. And they run to a random old lady who pulls a machine gun on them out of nowhere. And they just run the F away, and they're just okay, we need disguises. It's kinda nuts, actually.
It's this is 90s animated series.
Yeah.
Okay, because the guns wouldn't fly in current day.
Yeah, that was back in the day,
I miss when cartoons could have guns in them.
Yeah. I at least feel I vaguely remember it back then. It was it was never really specifically bullets. It was always oh, it's a gun that shoots quote-unquote lasers.
Yeah, but it still looked like a gun.
Yeah. I think the only people that got away with that was Batman, because of course.
Oh yeah.
And gun safety episodes.
Yeah.
Gargoyles.
This applies to video games as well, because in the Spyro Reignited trilogy, the Norks in the final levels of the original, they had machine guns and grenades and whatever.
Yeah, because they're army men.
Yeah, they had swords and machine guns and grenades and all this crap. In the Reignited trilogy, you get there, and the ones who had machine guns have purple bubble guns.
What?
They fire like machine guns, but they shoot purple bubbles at you.
Huh.
And grenades. The grenades have been replaced with exploding barrels.
All right.
Which is a little more acceptable, but still stupid. Just give them grenades.
Yeah, what the heck? That's odd.
I think the purple bubble gun is the worst.
Yeah.
This is weird, considering in the Crash Insane trilogy, the Pinstripe boss fight, he has a full-on Tommy gun that he fights you with.
And they keep it.
They didn't change it. Yeah, they didn't change it. It's still a Tommy gun.
Yeah, oh, that's nuts. What the heck?
Yeah, so I don't really understand. I hate it. I get it's oh, shootings and stuff, but video games don't correlate with that kind of crap.
They
shooting stuff.
They
People
honestly
want to
don't.
push that it is, but it doesn't.
Yeah, video games are media in general is good at sort of informing our perceptions, but it's not good at making people do things. That's an entirely different thing entirely.
There's no relation between video games or movies or whatever and gun violence.
Yeah, absolutely none. Like, because you have to actually sit there and think to, like, be like, okay, I'm going to do this thing. It's not just like, you see gun violence and you're just like, okay, shooting people is normal, I'm just gonna go out and shoot people. Like, yeah, that's not how it works.
The media didn't hypnotize you.
Yeah. Like, it can make you think, like, okay, this is how, like, like, a relationship is meant to go or something, because, that's, like, an outlet that you get information from, like, subconsciously or not. But, like, it can't make you be like, oh, like, I should do this thing, and then you do it. Like, that's entirely your decision, and, like, that has no impact on it.
All that to say, censorship is stupid.
Yeah. Just like, what'll happen if, like, a kid finds, like, his parents' gun and is like, oh, this thing kills people, I want to do that.
What happens if a kid finds their parents' gun? Well, the parents should have put it up.
Like, what happens if a kid finds their parents' samurai sword just on the ground, and they're just like, yeah, we should just, like, hit each other with this, because I saw Samurai Jack slice up a robot. That should be good, right? Oh, man. So... Crap, where were we?
Getting all political on this Digimon podcast.
Yeah, one more thing. We should have got to know. Alright. So, like, the group just meets up and they have their dumb disguises and stuff. Like, effing Palmon's just like a baby, I guess. I don't know. Gomon was just in a bag.
Well, that's what they all should have done. They all should have just de-digivolved to their baby forms.
Well, no, I mean, it's like actually disguised as a baby.
Oh.
Like, it's got a little bonnet and, like, Mimi's carrying it around in, like, a carriage.
Right, I remember. Okay, yeah.
Which is very weird, because you'd think people would look at that and be like, what's wrong with your baby? Also, why does this teenager have a baby?
Yeah, I still stand by what I said. They should have moved, transitioned back to their baby forms.
Yeah.
And then they could just be like, oh, they're plushes.
Yeah. Like, can they do that, like, willingly?
I would assume so.
Yeah. I don't know, we never really, like, get confirmation of that, actually, I think. Because whenever they, like, revert back from their Digivolve forms, it's because they run out of power, right?
Yeah. Typically, yeah, that's typically why they don't stay in their Digivolve form.
Yeah,
because it consumes a lot of energy.
It's like you beat the bad guy, and it's like, okay, you just revert back now because the fight's over.
Yeah, and then rookie form is... It seems like rookie form is a pretty stable level for every Digimon.
Yeah.
If they have access to it, they can typically stay in rookie form, like, indefinitely.
I feel like the reason's because that's, like, the level they're supposed to be at, right? Like, that's how, like, old they are and stuff.
Rookie is base form.
Yeah, and, like, all this Digivolution stuff is just, like, like, giving them enough power to, like, just access the other stuff for, like, a second,
Yeah.
Just forcing them beyond where they should be.
Yeah, still, I would think that Digimon have the ability to revert back to a previous form.
Yeah.
Now, I say this, but in Tamers, Guillemon turns into Growlmon, and he can't de-Digivolve for a while.
Yeah. I thought I actually did see a bit of that episode where that was a problem.
Yeah, he turns into Growlmon, and then they're like, okay, but he's not turning back. Why?
Yeah.
But like, baby form to rookie form seems like an easier transition.
Yeah. So yeah, they like all meet up at the park, and there's like, oh hey, we need to like call around and like search the area. So they make Joe call around as they search the area. And it's like they kind of address that like people can see Digimon now, and that's like a different thing or whatever. But yeah, the main thing is that they all make Joe do the work. And they weirdly kill like a bit from like the sub where like Ty tries to find his phone book and he can't find it. As everyone else is just piling the work onto Joe, Ty's just like, oh yeah, don't worry, like I'll do my own calls. And Joe's just like, oh thanks, Ty. Everyone's just like, I bet I couldn't find the book anyways.
But
just
Ty
calling
does try
around.
to help.
Yeah. Yeah, we just couldn't find it, so he's just like, alright, yeah, whatever, you're good, Joe, I'll take care of it. But yeah. Also, Joe has exams, which, that honestly makes sense, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he'd be studying.
Well, they've still got normal lives, even as Digimon tamers.
Yeah. So yeah, like, Mimi and Sora just, like, go up to Tokyo Tower to, like, find people, or, like, get a survey of the landscape or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, some random dude's just like, oh man, we had snow falling last night, and now it's, like, a major heat wave. The ozone layer must be, like, super screwed up, man. And it's like, oh boy, you don't even know.
Yeah, welcome to digital world interfering with the real world. Wacky bullcrap happens.
The ozone layer is so much worse than we ever thought it was back then. Just holy crap. Alright, so yeah. Meanwhile, like, Kairi just finds Gatomon, who's just hanging out at the beach. And Gatomon just, like, her immediate response is just, okay, I'll just play like a cat. Just like, oh, hey, meow, meow. And Kairi's like, hey, you know Agumon? She's like, meow, 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 and just runs off. And she's like, wait a second.
Kari, it's like, wait, Kari knows.
It's like, alright, there's probably a chance here.
Yeah. And it's like, well, of course Kari knows. We already know that from the episode where Tai goes home.
So question.
Kari's like, yeah, we've met Digimon before.
So question. Why is Gaomon undercover?
I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem like there's much of a reason for, like, keep a low profile like this, right?
I mean, probably doesn't want to give off, like, people know that monsters are roaming around Tokyo.
Yeah, but you're a champion. You can kill whoever you want.
Sure, but Gatomon's probably not looking to make a big scene. I mean, Gatomon just wants to take out the 8th child and move on.
So yeah, they like.
Also, we know, like, we know that Gatomon is actually good.
Yeah, I don't know how it happens. I don't believe I know.
Just want to kill people.
Yeah, but going up to this pose kind of had this like vicious vibe about her, where it's like, oh yeah, she's Myotismon's minion. She like, she like got like the most dangerous Digimon for her, and she's like, out to try and kill a child and stuff, and just comes on as like kind of the colder assassin type, Yeah. But yeah, like. So yeah, Gaomon just like, follows Kari into like her house. And like, Kari's just like, oh hey, watch some TV with me, cat. And Gaomon's like, okay, this kid has to die.
I hate this kid. How dare they be nice to me?
Yeah, how dare they let me into their home. So she's like, like if she's the 8th child, I have to kill her. And Kari just turns around just like, hey, want hugs? And Gaomon's just like, no, and just runs off.
That's just typical cat behavior.
Yeah, really, yeah. But yeah, like, in the dub, you don't really get a reason. It's just like, oh, she just runs off, just like, oh, curse her kindness or something. And in the sub, she says something like, I can't kill her until I'm sure. And it's like, alright, bit of a different context there.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Like I said, Garumon's not out to just kill people indiscriminately.
Yeah. Yeah, so V1 Tokyo Tower, like, effing Skull Miramon's just walking around in a trench coat. And Mimi's just like, look at that weirdo walking around in a trench coat.
Hey, at the very least, Skull Miramon could feasibly pull off the trench coat thing. Because it's extremely humanoid looking.
Yeah, like he's very wide, but he at least looks the part.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that guy's huge.
Yeah, like they're specifically like, oh hey, why's a guy in a trench coat in this weather? What an effing loser. So like, Skull Miramon just reveals himself and starts like attacking. And there's like, oh, we have to beat this guy. So they start using fire attacks, having learned nothing from the previous Miramon fight.
Yeah. It's like, oh wait, fire don't work.
Yeah. Like, Togemon punches him a bit, it doesn't work. Like, he's slapping dudes around with his chain. Like, at some point, Togemon goes in to attack him, and you see him just, like, run off just on fire, just like, oh geez, that was a terrible idea. Effing, like, Agumon turns into Melgreymon, and he just shoots his, like, effing, like, robot arm out on, like, a cable, and the dude just grabs it with the chain, and then Melgreymon just, like, flings Skull Miramon into the air and just nukes him to death.
Yeah.
It's, like, honestly a cool fight, but it's kind of ruined by, like, Melgreymon's terrible dub voice.
Is he doing, like, is he, like, monstering it up? He's like,
yeah, he's like, I've got, look who's got who now! And just, like, swings him.
There's a big monster. He's gotta have a big monster voice.
But it's dumb, though.
But he's gotta have a big monster voice.
No, he doesn't. Just make it a bit gravelly, it'll be fine. Doesn't have to be, like, maximum monster.
But he's a big monster.
Oh, man. If we get to, like, War Greymon and he still has the dumb monster voice.
I don't think so.
Oh, boy.
I think War Greymon just has, like, a deeper voice.
Okay, so...
He might growl it up a little bit, but I don't think it's as bad as Metal Greymon.
Yeah, if I remember right, War Greymon's, like, pretty okay. Like, it's fine, I think.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking back to, like, voice clips, and it's like, yeah, Terra Force! And it's like, yeah, that's fine.
He just got a deeper voice.
Yeah.
A little gravelly.
Yeah, that's fine. That's kind of what I'd expect.
Yeah.
So yeah, so, like, this kills Skull Miramon, and that's just the end of that, I guess. Like, Skull Miramon just appears, and then he just dies, and it's like, okay, sure, why not?
They beat him.
And nothing of value was gained or lost.
Well, they stopped an evil Digimon from roaming the streets.
Yeah, but, like, it's not tied into anything, it just happens.
I mean, they gotta deal with Myotismon's henchmen.
Like, there's not really, like, much of a through line, though. It's just like, alright. Like, it's not as bad as Gessamon was, but still. Well, at least with, like, Raremon, like, he appears because there's, like, the Digivice there. So it's like, okay, there's a reason why, this conflict is taking place outside of just, like, they walked around and found, like, effing Raremon. But, yeah. So let's just end this off, I guess, on episode 33. So yeah, like, I think this is the first time they used the new intro.
It's the same intro. They just added a few scenes, right?
Yeah, they just like spliced together like clips of their ultimate Digimon, and like just like spliced crap in. But it's like still mostly the same. So like looking back, it looks like a bad like editing job, Because it's like the original was like meant to be like a single thing, right? Like shots actually kind of like flow together and stuff. Where here it's just like, yeah, just cut to random footage from the anime. But yeah, yeah, it's fine. So, like, this episode's all about effing Pumpkinmon and Gatsumon just doing their thing.
Heck yeah.
Just starts off and, like, there's, like, on and effing, like, just random, like, car just, like, hamming it up. There's, like, yeah, we're, like, just so awesome. And, like, I just want to mention how effing weird it is that these two are, like, a duo. Cause, like... Sorry, what?
So why not have them be a duo?
Cause, like, Pumpkinmon's an ultimate.
Yeah.
And Gatumon's a rookie.
So?
The power gap there is insane, and yet they're always just, like, on equal ground.
The power gap means they can't be friends?
Well, no, but it's like, even when they fight, it's like, they're losing to the same stuff, basically. Like, there's no difference, even though one should be, like, about as strong as Myotismon.
Well, they also... the kids probably don't know that, unless it specifically mentions that Pumpkinmon is, like, an ultimate level.
It does in the, like, Digibase when it shows them.
I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's probably because they're both about the same size... And so it's like, look, they're pals, they're hanging around.
I'm just there, just like, alright, like, you have Gatsumon, that's fine, he's like a prankster dude. Couldn't you find, like, another, like, Gaborimon or something, that'd, like, make a bit more sense for them to be, like, like, treated like the same, like a pair, right?
I think it's fine. Who would be a better prankster type than Pumpkinmon?
Gaborimon.
No, Gaborimon's like Gaborimon or Goblimon, whatever. I'm not sure what the official English name for it is at this point. But yeah, that Digimon is a goblin.
Yeah, but it'd be about the same size. They'd be like, you just have him be like, oh, he just wants to have fun and just, be a lazy punk.
Okay, but Pumpkinmon is like Halloween incarnate to the point where its signature move is trick or treat.
So?
It's the prankster Digimon.
But, like, that doesn't mean he has to be like, like, the prankster.
It makes a whole lot more sense than a Goblimon.
But, like, Goblimon's just a rookie, though. It does make a lot of sense for an ultimate to be, like, chased away by teenagers. Singular, probably.
I mean, if he's not looking to hurt anybody, then he would just leave.
Just, like, this feels weird that they're like, like, they're a duo, which means they're both treated just exactly the same in all situations. And it's just like, but he's so much stronger than you, though.
They respect each other.
Like, at least have, like, Pumpkinmon be more of, like, the fighter or something, Like, have him put up, like, a bit more of a fight against Myotismon or something, right?
Well, he's, like, ultimates, even on the same level, can have differences in power.
Yeah, but at least let him get, like, a single hit in before he dies. I think Pumpkinmon being an ultimate means nothing.
Okay. I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter.
I mean, I guess it doesn't, but still.
He, like, for as easily as he gets defeated, yeah, he may as well be a rookie, but that's not how the creators of Digimon made it.
Like
And
us.
ultimately, it doesn't really matter that he's just there to, like, oh man, the sad story where the guys just want to have fun get destroyed.
I was thinking of a situation, right, where it's like, it's Marine Angemon and,
Yeah.
like, effing Patamon just hanging out being friends, and, they're just both
Okay.
run away from, like, Devimon, and, just both, like, struggling against this, like, this single Monochromon and stuff, and it's like, oh, alright. It's like, but Marine Angemon's like a mega. It's like, nah, screw it. They're the same because they're buddies, and that's how it works now. And it's like, okay, but like, why though?
Because the kids don't care.
I care.
You're not a kid.
I'm a kid at heart. So, Pumpkinmon's the most rockin' creature that ever had pumpkin head, according to the dub. But yeah, they just like, just get introduced, and it's just like, alright, I'm sure they'll like play a part later. And like,
Nah.
yeah.
Nah, they did.
So like,
they are the dog in the JoJo episode that the villain kills to show how evil the villain is.
Oh man, Danny was an ultimate.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Danny was the Doberman.
He's the best doggo.
I don't actually know what level Doberman is. It's
Well,
champion.
I thought you were gonna be like, I would actually know what lol Danny is.
No, that's stupid. Hold on, I'm gonna look up Doberman and see what level he is.
So, like, is there a tier list for, like, dogs in anime, right? And it's like, like, at the very top you have, like, effing, like, trying to think, wasn't it? Like,
hey, I'm right. Doberman's champion. Sorry, go ahead.
Alright. Well, at the very top you have, like, Koromaru from, like, Persona.
Does he count? He's from a video game.
Sure, he counts.
I know it's an anime-style video game, but...
Yeah. So at the very top you have,
best
like...
dogs in media.
Yeah, you have Koromaru and Sif at the very top. And at the bottom you have, like, what's like a low-tier dog that just, like, is just crap.
I mean, probably any dog that's an antagonist.
You have, like, the evil dog from, like, Balto at the bottom. Screw it.
Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steel's down there.
That, like, random dog is just like, oh, I have to, like, run away from this and lie to people about, like, giving medicine to children.
Yeah, Steel's a dirtbag.
The most epic, like, depressingly real, like, epic animated storyline. Where it's like, no, I have to get this medicine to, like, kids or they will die.
Not gonna lie, Balto's dumb, but I kinda still love that movie.
Yeah.
I grew up with that movie.
There's, like, a shot where you see, like, the effing, like, the, like, carpenter just making child-sized coffins.
Yeah, and it's like, ooh.
It's like, oh, man. Yeah, it's a lot at stake. But yeah, so, like, Matt and TK just sort of, like, they, like... It's weird, because I saw the first, like, as the dub, right? I could have sworn that they cut something, that there's, like, something being covered up. I watched the sub, and it kind of was. Because in the dub, there's, like, oh, hey, let's, like, go home, and it's like, okay. And, like, Pound's just like, oh, yeah, their parents are, like, living in different, like, places, right? Yeah. And it's like, you see this, like, shots with, like, Matt and TK. It's very clear, like, this very weird, like, shot, reverse shot, where it's, like, the back of their head, and you see the other person reflected in, like, the window,
Yeah.
And it's, like, it's visually, like, trying to sell that there's, like, a disconnect there, right? Because it's like you're not seeing them together, you're seeing them, like, apart in this weird, disjointed way, right? They're not on, like, the same level.
Yeah.
And the sub is just like, oh, like, Matt's just like, oh, yeah, TK's like, I need to go off at this stop, and Matt's like, I'll go with you, and TK's like, no, you need to go home. And it's like, it's like, the, like, big, like, wide shot, and it's like, okay, I guess. Yeah, it's not as pronounced as I'd expected, to be honestly, but it's like, I guess that's what they're covering up. Like, the implication that Matt wants to, like, protect TK above all else, I guess?
I don't know.
I know, it's a weird scene either way, honestly. And, like, Pound's just like, yeah, it must be rough, and, like, TK just blows up on him, and Pound just, like, flies off like a big baby.
To be fair, if any of the rookies are a big baby, it's Patamon.
Yeah, literally. Like, put that thing in a diaper and, it's like, yeah, that makes too much sense. So, like, Pound just, like, flies off, and they're just like, yeah, we should go find him. So, like, they go and they run to, like, Pumpkinmon and Gatsumon. Yeah, Pumpkinmon and Gatsumon, yeah. And it's like, I didn't notice if this was, like, a problem in, like, the dub. If it was like, at least better played, I guess. And the sub, I very much noticed, like, there's the goofy comedy music, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they may have, like, just whole carried it over or something. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I carried over or not, but the sub is just playing, like, constantly. Because it's like, oh, it's the soundtrack of goofy antics.
Yeah, the whole scene is supposed to be lighthearted.
Yeah, so it's like they show up and it's like, and there's like, introduce himself, and it's like, like they run off and it's like, oh yeah, we have to find those guys. Look, or it's like, just like they're trying closer. It's like, no, stop that. And there's like, oh, where are they this time? We have to keep an eye on them. They're up on like the street, like, it's just like non-stop.
Yeah, because the whole scene is silly.
Well, no, because it's like just non-stop throughout the episode. Just off and on. Like, they run to a teenager, it's like, they like run off, they go into a casino, it's like, just like, it's so overused, like, holy crap. It's just the soundtrack of the episode. Just that one song, and then Myotismon shows up and it gets tens. And it cuts back to it. And it's just like, oh hey, it's time for like Braveheart now.
Yeah.
And that's like holy crap. There has to be like a better way to like solve that issue than just playing that song on repeat so much.
I mean, they play it when the scene is sillier, but whatever.
But like, you have to space that out, Because like, if you notice it, it gets very like tiring very fast.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like effing Pumpmon, Gatsumon, just go to the casino. It's just like, it's just like, they're begging money. And, like, the effing bouncer just takes one look at these effing monsters, and he's like, get out of here. Just get out of here, you stinking kids. And he just kicks them out by himself.
He just thinks they're in costume or whatever.
Yeah, but, like, holy crap, what, like, the balls on this dude? Because it's clearly like a rock monster.
It can be a costume.
That's a pretty good costume.
Yeah. And my bigger thing is, like, how did he pick up Gatsumon? Gatsumon's gotta weigh a ton.
Yeah. He threw out, like, a Digimon made of, like, just solid matter. Just solid stone. and an ultimate. This dude is the luckiest mother effer.
Well, if Pumpkinmon's not making an effort to resist or like fight back or whatever, Pumpkinmon is a puppet Digimon. He can't weigh a whole lot.
Pumpkinmon's got an axe in his head. Like, he's visibly armed with a real weapon.
No, he's not. It's stuck in his head.
He could just take it out, though.
But he's not currently armed. Also, as far as I know, he never uses it.
Oh,
in any animation I've ever seen, he never uses it as a weapon.
Pumpkinmon should totally throw the axe at a dude.
Nah, he throws pumpkins. His signature move is throwing a bunch of pumpkins. No, wait, I think it's one pumpkin. Noble Pumpkinmon throws a bunch of pumpkins.
Yeah, it's like one really big pumpkin. If you're a really good eater, then you can just eat it, I guess.
I don't know that you would want to eat a raw pumpkin. I don't know what they taste like, but I can't imagine it tastes good.
I'm just imagining a situation where Pumpkinmon has to fight Luffy, and Luffy just eats all his infinite pumpkins, and he's like, oh crap.
Well, Pumpkinmon's pumpkins explode.
Jeez.
But I guess Luffy wouldn't care about that, huh?
Yeah, because he's like made of rubber, so it'd just expand a bit and it'd be fine. He's just like, oh, I suddenly feel hungry again. Time to continue the food. But yeah, they just run off. They run to a teenage girl who's just like, oh, hey, like, yo, what's your problem? They're just like, oh, let's take her nose ring. There's like... Yeah, there's a dumb line where, Gatumon's like, well, I think you knocked over a monster, and Pumpkinmon's like, even worse, they knocked over a teenager. Jeez. It just sees this effing rock monster and just chases after it.
Again, probably just thinks it's some stupid kid in a costume.
Like... The writers of the series really hate teenagers, don't they?
I think it's just a silly joke.
Because, like, every time it comes up, it's just like, oh, hey, this thing's horrible. Well, at least it's not a teenager, did it? Oh, man. She just sees these effing actual monsters, and she's like, I'm gonna beat these FOs with my purse. It's like, jeez. So, they just sort of like go around doing dumb crap, and they like meet the other two, and they do some more dumb crap, and they like steal some ice cream. It's like,
Okay, we get it, the music thing. Or I get it.
Yeah. It's like, here, have some stolen ice cream effing, like, friggin', like, Gabumon. And Gabumon just gives it, like, the sad puppy look, like, I know, I really want, though.
Wait, Gabumon or Gatsumon?
Gabumon.
Oh, okay.
Gives it the sad doggo look, and Matt's just like, no, don't eat it, it's stolen.
Yeah, well, Gabumon is just like... I mean, I'm sure Gabumon at some level is just like, yeah, it's wrong, but also food.
Yeah. Like, he thinks about it for like a solid minute.
Digimon love food.
I mean, honestly, fair enough. But yeah, so like, meanwhile, Pavon just like, flies off and he's like, oh hey, how do I find TK? And he just stops by these random kids, and they're just like, in the dub, they're just randomly like, oh yeah, the park's a good place to find people. Yeah, like, I'd go to the park to find dudes. And it's like, alright.
I suppose the park would be a good place to find people.
In the sub, it makes way more sense, because they're just like, oh, if I want someone to find me, I'd wait at the Hachiko statue. And it's like, alright. Because, like, there's a whole thing with that. It's like, oh yeah, that would be pretty good, actually.
Yeah, the kids aren't gonna understand that.
Yeah. Like, what are we gonna do? Teach them culture or something? You know, like, let them just look up something and be educated.
They're not gonna look it up. So, like, the kids would just be confused, so they just made it into a thing that they would understand. It's like, oh yeah, a park.
I know. I feel like, you know, it'd be crazy to be like, oh yeah, like, I'd wait at the Hachiko statue, and you just go over and you see Paimon, like, above a statue, and it's like, okay. That must be the Hachiko statue.
I mean, the goal isn't to educate. The goal is to sell toys.
Yeah. But, like, Hachiko's rad, though.
Okay, kids don't care.
If I was a kid, I'd care.
No, you wouldn't.
It'd be like, oh, there's like a dog who like waited and he was like, yo, the biggest boofer ever. That's great.
You say that as someone who already knows the story. If you heard that,
If I heard the story, I'd be into it.
they mentioned Hachiko in the show, and you'd be like, "What's Hachiko? Whatever, I don't care." And then you'd keep watching.
Yeah, it'd be out the same reaction I have to like being like, oh, hey, he's at the park. It's like, alright, whatever.
So they just made it something that the kids would understand instead of a thing where they go, "What the heck is that?" Keep in mind that this is a series where they present the Japanese language as digital code.
Yeah, it'd just be neat if they, like, you know, got that reference in early, you know? Because, like, later on, you know, kids who continue watching anime are eventually gonna be like, oh, that's Hachiko.
I'm positive that was not in their minds.
No, oh, I'm sure it wasn't, but still. Like, it would have been nice if it was. Like, if they didn't have the foresight, just be like, oh yeah, let's, yeah, just like nod to Japanese history, just whatever, just throw it out there, it's fine. You know, kids will be like, oh hey, what's a Hachiko? And I'll be like, okay. You know, now this kid knows something that the adults don't, you know, he feels smart.
Except they wouldn't go look it up.
Yeah. They just have to be like, you know, I guess I'll know what this is eventually. Which is honestly fine, I think. Just, like, let kids be a bit confused, whatever, they might educate themselves. Just type in, like, Hachiko, it's just like, oh, hey, here's the story of this awesome doggo. It's just like, okay, I guess that's history then. But yeah, so they like, ah, crap. Yeah, they just like go out and there's like Myotismon just appears. And he's just like, oh hey, Pumpkinmon, kill these kids. And they're just like, okay, got it. So they just like chase after the kids. And they're just like, alright, we don't want to fight though, let's just have fun. Did. You get the idea. Oh crap. Oh, my earbuds came out. Jeez, oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Okay. So they just, like, go off. They're just like, alright, well, I don't know what we're gonna do next, but we have to find TK. And Myotismon just shows up again. He's like, hey, why haven't you killed these kids yet? They're just like, well, I mean, we got ice cream. And Myotismon's just like, okay, I'll teach you a lesson.
Myotismon is not amused.
Yeah. In the dub, he says, like, I'm going to send you to a nice prison in the digital world.
Wait. Sorry, did you say the sub or the dub?
The dub.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
cutting all implication that he kills them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they totally nommied it. They just gave this the whole Nami's mom treatment all over again. they Bellamered this situation hard. So yeah, like, honestly, I'm not sure why they have to, like, hide death from kids so much, you know?
Especially since we already know that Digimon don't die.
Yeah.
Not under normal circumstances. There are
Like,
exceptions.
I guess we don't specifically know that they're reborn yet, but we know the eggs just pop into being.
I'm pretty sure that the implication is pretty clear that if the Digimon is destroyed, they return to the primary village. Was it not?
Not really. Because, like, the only one who's, like, really hard died so far is, like, Devimon. And he's just like, oh, but you may have defeated me, but, you know, like, there'll be other evils in the world waiting for you, and now you won't have Angemon to help. Side note, this is the episode where we get Angemon to help.
I thought Alekmon might have mentioned that, but maybe I'm just imagining it.
Nah, not really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might just be because, like, you know, so it's like, you know, you just, like, look at things and you're just like, oh yeah, of course this is how it works, so they must have, like, said here.
Yeah, probably. Maybe they don't even mention it until, like, Adventure 2 or Tamers.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't mention that in this series at all.
Like, maybe there's an episode, like, later on where it's just, like, they go back to Primary Village, and it's just like, oh, don't worry, like, Leomon will be safe here or something. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because Leomon probably does die at some point.
Leomon always dies.
Yeah.
That's not a spoiler. This is just a thing. Leomon will show up, he'll do something for a little bit, and then he'll, like, nobly sacrifice himself because he's a cool lion guy. Or just die super hard.
Is it bad to call Leomon best doggo because he's a lion?
He's a cat.
Yeah, but is that, like, bad to give him the, like, acknowledgement, though?
It doesn't fit, so yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so, like, Gatsumon and Pumpkinmon just attack Myotismon, and they try jumping like a pumpkin bomb on his head, and Myotismon's bats just, like, eat it. Like, in the air.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, sure, I guess that's one way to deal with that.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, power gap.
Yeah.
They're both ultimates, but Myotismon beats the crap out of Pumpkinmon.
Like, effing Gatsumon just, like, shoots a rock at him, and Pumpkinmon just... Myotismon just, like, looks at the rock, and it just explodes.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Look, hey, if you want a stupid example of power levels meaning absolutely freaking nothing...
I'll go watch Dragon Ball.
No. It's Digimon related. In Digimon Frontier, there's a scene where a Gatsumon is helping Lobomon fight Nightmon. And he's doing well.
Wait, wasn't Nightmon like a champion?
Champion or ultimate, I don't remember.
I think he might just be a champion, but I'm not sure.
Nightmon's ultimate.
Okay, yeah.
And he's fighting multiple Nightmon.
Oh, jeez.
And he's winning.
Holy crap.
And yeah, so I'm watching this scene and I'm like, this is bull crap.
It's so bull crap.
But also, Gatsumon's doing it, heck yeah.
Oh, man.
And then I think he digivolves as a result.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I guess that kind of does, like, add up a bit if he was, like, ready to digivolve. Like,
He's
for real.
Pretty dang strong. He's just on the cusp of...
Yeah, he's on the cusp of being a champion. Wait, has he just turned to, like, another Gatsumon, though? Like a reskin?
He turns into Meteormon.
Oh, that's so lame. Screw the Gatsumon line. That's the lamest crap.
Just fine.
Like, I'm gonna evolve into my next form, and it's just a slightly deeper hint of red.
I think it's totally fine, because it's not a common thing.
Like, it's not a common thing. It sucks for the Gatsumon line, though.
Wait. Meteormon's ultimate. Gatsumon jumps straight to ultimate.
That's one effing tough Gatsumon. Holy crap.
He got so much experience from fighting Nightmons, and he jumped up 2 levels.
He was already on the cusp of being an ultimate. No wonder he could stand up to them. Jeez.
Yeah, oh man, it's nuts.
He was like effing level like 86, you know? And he's just like, need like, you know, one more level to get to 87. And then I'll be free to like evolve. Jeez.
Okay, so Gatsumon's line looking exactly the same all the way up to ultimate. Does it make up for it when this is one of its mega forms? The other one being Metal, I posted it in Discord.
Yeah, let me like look at it real quick. Ancient Volcanomon. Just take a second for a link to load, cause yeah. Alright, sorry about this, it's going.
It's fine.
Pictures loading. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty neat. Still don't change the fact that, like, his other forms kinda suck. Cause, like, most megas are cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like, most megas are awesome.
I kinda wish its mega form is also just another Gatsumon recolor.
I want to be, like, friggin', like, yo. Like, I know this would never happen, but I want our forms to be just, like, yo. Like, oh, it's just, like, more and more progressively, like, crazy Gatsumon, like, combinations, right? Like, it's, like, multiple arms and, like, heads and crap. Until he's just this, like, mess of just, like, nightmare fuel. It's just, like, the Magnemite thing, but it's, like, a humanoid, so it's extra weird.
Yeah, no, let's just go Gatsumon, but he changes color and maybe gets a little bigger.
He just gets to his mega form, and it's just like a spider made of, like, human rock limbs. It's just like there's a big eye in the center, you know? It's just like, yeah, alright, that's kinda neat. It's a very weird, like, evolution, but sure. Jeez. Yeah, so, like, Gatsumon and, like, Pumpkinmon just die super hard. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean they get put in a dungeon. Super hard. And, like, effing Matt's just like, no, we have to take out that guy. Myotismon can't go away with this. So he, like, sends out Garurumon, and he starts doing it. And Matt's like, no, you'll, like, pay this one to have fun. You have no right to destroy them. It's this awesome moment where it's like Garurumon turns into Were-Garurumon, and he's like doing it for like a bit, you know? Like he's getting it done, he's getting hits off. And like, yo, he's like knocking Myotismon through buildings, but Myotismon's just like too strong, and he just starts like winning. And like, meanwhile, like Patamon just like finds them, and he just turns into Angemon, right? Yeah. And he just, like, breaks the Crimson Lightning or where the, like, blood whips. Mm-hmm. And, like, then, like, I'm not sure what the frig this scene even is. Because, like, I swear, the first time I saw this, I thought they cut something, but no, this is just the way it is. So it's, like, effing Angemon just, like, attacks Myotismon, right? And he just swings his staff down, Myotismon's blocking it. And, like, Were-Garurumon jumps onto, like, a building off to the side, launches himself at Myotismon like he's gonna, like, get an attack in. there's just this giant, like, bright blue light from, like, a distance. And then just hard cuts to Myotismon just, like, flying off, like, I'll be back for round 2 next time. Next time, I'll destroy you children. And he just, like, just flies off and runs away. And it's like, what? Excuse me?
Myotismon doesn't... I guess the attribute bonus that Angemon had... Oh no, it's Garurumon.
Garurumon's a data type.
Where Garurumon... Yeah. You said Angemon showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the scene you're saying, this is... Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's because they're tag teaming him, but it's like, what was that like, though? Why did it just cut to him escaping? It's so weird. Yeah, then, like, Myotismon does mention in the sub that, like, Angemon has holy power.
Yeah.
But, like, the frick was that like, though?
I have no idea. But I could believe that Angemon, despite being a level under Myotismon, might be able to beat him because he has an advantage.
Yeah, because he's like a holy Digimon. And he's just like, oh yeah, that means I'm extra strong against, like, effing, like, monsters like Myotismon, who are just undead.
Yeah, that's why he totally wrecks Devimon.
Yeah. And himself, by the way.
Yeah, that's weird, actually.
Like, he wrecks Devimon with the help of, like, everyone's Digivice powers, and then he, like, dies for a bit.
Yeah, considering the elemental and attribute advantage that Angemon had over Devimon, he should have just beat him.
I guess Devimon was just that much stronger because of all the black gears.
I guess.
But yeah, so, they all just revert back. Like, where Garurumon just turns into Garurumon straight up. He doesn't turn to a baby form, just Garurumon. And it's like, geez, Matt's getting up there, though. Matt's getting so up there right now. But yeah, they, like, just kind of go off, and they're just like, look over, and they're just like, oh, look, it's all the spots where, like, like, Pumpmon, Gatsumon used to, like, do their thing. Oh boy, this is so sad now. And, like, that's the episode.
Yeah. But they're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, the kids are fine, that's all that really matters.
Well, and Gatsumon and Pumpkinmon, they just reincarnate.
Yeah.
It's
like,
fine.
They'll be alright. They'll just, this can't be Shinto-type Digimon like they wanted. Which was the subs, like, thing of it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this sub's just like, oh hey, we sure do love Shinto. We're gonna become Shinto-type Digimon. Because it's like the prefecture.
Okay.
And, like, in the dub, they're just like, oh hey, we're going to Hollywood. And, I guess all it really matters is that this had a dream, and, now it's broken. And now we all feel sad that we don't get more of oh, man. So yeah, I guess, like, any final thoughts?
Nah, not really.
Yeah. And I feel like they'll say stuff like, the real world stuff hasn't really been working out that much, I think.
I think it's fine.
Like, it's fine, but, I don't know, like, if I'm gonna watch a kid show, I at least want it to be, like, imaginative, Like, that or, like, real enough to kind of, like, carry things. And I feel like a lot of these episodes haven't really been doing a great job of being, like, either of those. But, I don't know. We'll see. Like, maybe the next few episodes will, like, shape up a bit more, because, like, the Izzy one was pretty solid, I feel like, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him tell, like, more of the type... Yeah, sorry.
I was say episodes that focus on like the kids and like their development is pretty good.
Yeah. Like, I see more of, like, you know, a type of stories you couldn't tell in the digital world. As opposed to, like, you know, oh, we just, like, ran to a wild Digimon and we had to fight. And nothing else of value happened. And I feel like that's, like, you know, not like, too high of a bar, honestly. So, yeah, I guess until next time. Later!
Later.